This is why the new administrator, you really see the top tour, she got a handful right now. We got 30 dollars for being.
Call this meeting order, please stand for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Toma. Here. Warner.
Here.
Hewitt.
Here.
Wenzel.
Here.
Hoover.
Here.
Chanel.
Here.
And Vicky. Here. At this time, I'd like to thank Tom. I know he was on vacation last week, and he spent a good chunk of that vacation dealing with water main breaks and other stuff he should have been dealing with. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. At this time, we'll need a motion to approve the agenda.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported to approve the agenda. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. This time we'll open the floor to public statement regarding current agenda items only. Next up, we have the consent agenda. We'll need a motion to approve. Support. Motion's been made and supported to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. New business. Items for introduction, discussion, public hearing. We'll need a motion to exit regular hearing and enter into public hearing.
Motion to enter public hearing for fiscal year 24-25 budget.
Support. Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are now in public hearing. Does anyone have any comments regarding the budget? I hope not, because it's pretty much already done.
I will say that the tax millage rate we don't have yet. We'll get that in May, I believe. So we don't have that as of now. The village is not issuing any new villages this year that we voted. The last voted change would have been 2 years ago. So, tax-wise, there's nothing new from the village. I do think that property value is going up, so if you start raising taxes, it will be based on property values and things like that. But nothing new from the village in this budget. I don't see taxes going up because of that, because of village stuff. I don't know in the county what villages have been.
Just the road villages so far.
Okay. So.
I just see the state has a lot of money in marijuana too, so we might get some extra.
That would be nice. So concerns over, raising taxes and stuff like that, there's nothing coming from the village.
Great, Tom.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Any motion to exit public hearing?
Make a motion to exit public hearing at 7:33 p.m.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Next up, resolution 2024-02, adopting fiscal year budget for 24-25.
I make a motion to adopt, or I make a motion for resolution 2024-02 adopting the fiscal year 2024-25 budget.
Support. Motion's been made and supported. We'll do a roll call vote, please.
Toma.
Yes.
Warner.
Yes.
Hewitt.
Yes.
Wenzel.
Yes.
Hoover.
Yes.
Chanel.
Yes.
And Vicky.
Yes.
We can pay our bills for one more year. Good news.
It's a good looking budget.
All right, next up, we have appoint new planning commission member. We already have one member sitting on the planning commission that does not live in the village. As such, we're going to look, we talked a little bit before the meeting about appointing an alternate, which we'll talk about at the next meeting. For this meeting, I would like to nominate Chris Mishler to the planning commission. She comes to a lot of the meetings, she knows what's going on, and she listens to I will nominate them, but I will need you all to approve it.
I will motion to add Chris Mishler to the planning commission.
Support. Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ms. Mrs. Mishler is now a member of the planning commission. Tom, let her know.
I will let her know.
And send her all the info. Thank you.
And then replace her up.
All right, next up, we have Chamber of Commerce requesting to use the Shovel Park on July 27th for the dry try, which I believe is going to be a little bit bigger this year, as last year was free. Yep, sure did.
It was an awesome event last year. Very successful.
We'll need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the Chamber of Commerce requesting to use Shovel Park on July 27th for their dry try event.
Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next up, approve the holiday decoration contract. That's for hanging the decorations that they supply to us.
Total is $2,516. Slightly higher than last year. I don't remember exactly what last year's was, but it was like $2,300 or something like that.
Well, the last one we approved was Halloween, or was that Christmas? Didn't we do this already?
It was for last year.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Every year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember talking about it.
2516. I make a motion to approve the holiday decoration contract in the amount of $2,516 for the 2024 holiday season. Support.
Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Tommy, real quick, who did all the red and white, or the red and green lights on the DDA? Did those? I thought so.
What, just a quick thing, when do they put them up?
November.
Late
The
November.
very end of November.
Because when we take the flags down for the American flags, I have a heck of a time. I know it's before end of November, because we take them off the weekend after Veterans Day. And I think
They already had them out this year.
yeah, I
I
mean, I
think
had a
the
heck of a
spikes
time.
that hold the balls that we've been year round, and they just remove the
So,
balls.
yeah, this says decorations be installed in designated areas ready for lighting by November 30th. So they'll do
But
it.
he must have did it early this
yeah.
year, because like I said, I had a heck of a time getting the flags off with the decorations up.
Okay.
So,
We can make a note of that, I would think.
I would like. We take them off the weekend after, Veterans Day, so.
I'll tell them to do it later.
Well, it's November 11th or something.
I guess they say ready for lighting. It doesn't say that that's when they install them. It just says ready for lighting by November 30th. So
I'll just ask them to do it later. Around the bird.
This year, that's opening weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Veterans Day is on Monday.
I won't be here then. I'll be out killing things. Eating them delicious. All right, next up, Nick Stoddard requesting to close down M57 from front to Wood Street between the hours of 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. for the annual car show.
I forgot the date, and it's July.
Full week in July.
Well, the 6th, the 4th is on a Thursday. So if he doesn't follow the calendar, it's 14th, 15th. I know this, because my wife was there on our anniversary. And I'm stuck with the Cub Scouts for the breakfast that weekend.
Street to Wood Street between the hours.
Yeah, sounds like a great
She's gonna have
anniversary.
some
Maybe we have that smartly.
They usually do.
July 13th.
July 13th.
Yeah.
How come they wanna go down to Wood Street now?
I guess that's where they had gone in the past, and then last year, because of Front Street construction, they couldn't go that far. They wanted to go back to the old.
They used to block it off right there by Wood Street.
But last year we couldn't because of the detour.
Do you have a motion?
I make a motion to approve Nick Stoddard's request for closing down M67 from front to Wood Street between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. for his car show.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next up, Kiwanis requests to use Showboat Park on April 20th for the youth fishing tournament.
Yep, everything will be the same. I think that we're going to, if I saw my notes correctly, we're gonna, I think, from 10 to 2 this year versus I think it's been 10 to 1 in the past. But everything's the same. We'll just need the trash cans. We supply all the cleanup. We will probably make sure that we put up our tape for parking so that the parking is minimal on the grass. But yeah, same as it's been for the last several years.
Another fantastic event.
Kiwanis does a great job.
They do.
Motion to approve the Kiwanis request for the April 20th youth fishing tournament.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Did you have a question?
No, I just, we're
I remember seeing 10 to 2, but it could end up being 10 to 1. That might have been in this script that I saw.
Any fish you catch don't count though, it's for the kids.
Can't use dynamite, right?
But there are some nice bass in those weirs right now. Keep the street. Kiwanis requests to use the Showboat Park Campground September 16th to September 22nd for Halloween camping events. Another great event.
Yep, another great event. The public usually likes to join in on this one. We just ask that if they do join in, they bring down candy to pass out, like a trunk or treat. But it's even more fun if you have a camper and you camp down there. They do a great job with movies the night before, and they have all kinds of great activities for the kids on Saturday all day long that ends in a trick-or-treating. So yeah, same as always, nothing's different there either.
Motion to approve the Halloween camping, September 16th, 22nd.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next up is Ed Raymond and Sons requesting to close part of South Saginaw Street on June 7th and 8th to celebrate 105 years in business.
I'll make a motion to close Saginaw Street from June 7th and 8th for the celebration of 105 years in business.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Cool. Next up is committee reports, infrastructure.
No meeting yet.
Okay, finance and admin.
We had a meeting a few minutes ago. To hear from Marty and Greg that our plan for the unfunded liability is still working to perfection.
Making money instead of paying money.
Are they going to be paid off before I die?
Hopefully, thanks to Tom and his 900 and some
We'll
thousand
see how long
dollars.
you live.
You never know, we're done.
Life is simple like that. All right. Anything else?
No,
That was it.
That's good news. Public safety, I mean, EDA. Next week. Chamber of Commerce will be coming up. Planning Commission.
There will be a meeting in a couple weeks.
We had a meeting too. Yes, we had a meeting.
We did have one, yeah.
And they approved the application and site plan for 910 Broad Street, which is gonna be the new drive-through Big.
Which is the old car wash.
Yep.
When are you going to start construction on that?
I don't know, and they don't have building permits yet. And then the next meeting will be on the 27th, and there are a few things on that agenda.
Airport closed.
They had their annual Christmas dinner. Anybody that's never been to Ryan's Roadhouse in St. John's, go. It's awesome.
Is it?
Yes, it was.
Do we have an airport manager yet?
No, he's still, I don't know why he's taking his time to take the test. And the only other bad update is the gun show is not gonna happen this year.
Oh, no?
No. No rules that the state's putting in place is creating a problem with individual sellers. So there, a bunch of the people that were committed and were here last year are opting out of doing things, so.
They just re-elect all the same officers.
They didn't announce it, but yeah. Well, other than,
Well,
Chris.
yeah, unless you announce it.
Well, nothing really changes then when it comes back.
No, John did there was some question whether he was coming back or not.
Nobody said anything,
Status quo.
I could have been eating and not paying attention, so, to be honest.
We'll find out in the spring.
Well, yeah, we'll find out in another couple months.
Alright.
Good, meeting in March.
Fire board.
Had 6 runs, bringing the total for 17 so far. And good news, the roof is done.
Finally.
Yeah.
A year later or whatever.
About a year and a half.
Say 18 months.
They just finished it up last week.
Wonderful.
For now.
Yeah, hey, come on. Last week they had a blood drive. They got 46 pints of blood and 6 double reds, whatever that is. Then Sunday and Monday we had training with Dr. Wagner out of Covenant Hospital and Rob from EMS on medical policies for the fire departments and the MMR and everything else. If you guys have somebody in your household that has a DNR, make sure you got a copy with you. So if they show up, you show it to them. Because I guess there's been a couple of incidents in Saginaw County where they said they had a DNR and they didn't have it. And the guys didn't know what to do. Until they prove it, they had to start doing CPR and all that. So.
I had to present one time. They wanted it presented.
Yeah.
If you really wanna do it, just have it tattooed on your chest.
We added another fireman this week. Christmas party was on January 20th. That was the training and giving everybody their awards and that. Scott got one for 35 or 45. You remember now. The fire board got him a nice metal plaque and all that stuff. Everybody got a, I don't know what you want to call it. It's not a Yeti cup, but it's a cup like, and it's red with a Chestnut Grady Fire Department insignia on it with all the names on it. Cool. So, that was appreciation from the fire board for all the hard work they do. And the next fire board meeting is next Wednesday, the 10th at 6 o'clock.
Thanks, Bob. Task force.
We had a meeting and, the library reported they submitted a grant for some automatic doors at the library. Second Tuesday of every month, adult wood shop for crafts.
Where? The library?
Yeah, at the library. Cool. And A&I training or workshop is March 12th and it's on a memory book. So the DDA reported that the clock is being worked on or they're planning to work on it. Planning on it?
Trying to find somebody to work on it.
Is that the clock at the end?
It's the tower, clock tower in town.
Not working.
I think one of the sides is working. The other 3 are right, one's right.
If we can't find somebody to fix it, yeah, that's probably what will happen. Even though it'll stink, cause it looks cool.
I like it.
We'll find a way.
Make it have a digital face like you.
There's a way. We got time. I've got lots of parts laying around. We can find
We're not changing the clock.
Well, changing it would be ridiculous. We can take apart a kitchen clock and make it work. We have to.
Yeah, we're fixing it.
Yeah. Sure, professionals can take part.
Yeah. Alright, anything else?
The education's reporting that college students from SVSU, Elma, Ferris, and U of M Flint are doing their field work in our school district at this time. Big Rock is in their 3rd year in tutoring with Trinity Church for 2nd and 3rd graders. April 4th is kindergarten registration for preschool. And between March 18th and the 22nd, parents can pick up an enrollment packet for kindergarten and preschool. Township's reporting that Ken Daly will be at the Township Hall for a town hall meeting February 12th at 10 a.m. And the chamber reported that the dinner was a success, and the Happy Grams went out to the chamber award recipients. That's it.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Parks Committee?
No biggie.
Alright, next up, public statement, any topic. Here we go. Mike Navarre. Class. Yes, works.
I guess I would just say a general thank you all the people involved in all of these events that you just approved. It's great. It's always nice to see it, and it's great to see that there's something for every age group.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next up, we have council member statements. Any council member wish to make a statement?
I think more people need to show up to Rod's breakfast every month because he's an awesome cook.
It's just been slow last.
My nephew was impressed. He was upset he had to leave early because he wanted to keep eating. And he's decided
It is a good
when he's free from Lejeune, he's rushing here. Beginning of a month, he's going to try to make a run up here to try to get breakfast again. I'm like, there's something wrong with you, boy. But
From Camp Lejeune, a bit of
yeah, he goes down there another couple weeks or whatever. But
I just wanted to say, what I was talking to Matt about, planning commission just asked, if, Matt can reinstate an alternate for the planning commission. An alternate, so. That's all I have to.
All right. Next up, we have village staff reports. Police chief.
I have January's stats. I placed them in front of fire seats when the meeting started. We handled 1 911 hang call, 3 abandoned vehicles, 4 alarms. We assisted the fire department 9 times, medical 9 times. We assisted Saginaw County Sheriff's Department 12 times and St. Charles PD twice. We had 1 disorderly subject, 4 family troubles, 3 neighbor troubles, did 561 premise checks, 8 suspicious vehicles, 4 suspicious situations, handled 8 traffic crashes, 3 traffic hazards, 32 traffic stops. We had 6 welfare checks and 5 walk-ins to the PD that were handled for the month of January.
Thank you. Next up, administrator.
Just the water main on East Broad, was fixed by Greg Dawes, and the DPW got it all taken care of very quickly and gave them a break. Got their stuff in and out very quickly, which is very appreciative. I think we missed most of the morning school rush and got out before the pickup rush came in, so, that was, super helpful. I don't know where my sheet is.
I did have a comment from a couple of parents that liked that right turn only, that dropped the preschoolers off. They asked if that could be done from 3 to 4 every day to do right turn only. I said, I don't know. I didn't get to catch the right turn only. I'd already dropped my kids off. But I had 2 people tell me that they liked that in the morning, that you would only turn right onto Main Street and then you would have to go down and come around versus either going straight, turning right, or trying to turn left with traffic coming into town. I just wanted to add that because I had 2 people say something to me.
Makes sense.
I thought it did. I was hoping that they were still going to be there when I got out of school so that I could test it out myself. But they were done by the time I got down there. But, I mean, for the end of the day, I mean, seems like it would be a reasonable idea. But, you know, change is hard for people.
Who would have to make that change?
We could, because it would be on East Broad going. It would be on East Broad, so we would be able to make that change at the village level to only be able to turn right from that 3 to 4 hour.
Or just after school.
Yeah, I mean 3 to 3:30 even, but
Keep the flow of traffic going.
Who would you get to
Except
take
for the
that
people that
to?
wouldn't do it,
Yeah.
and it becomes a logistical nightmare.
it's a logistical nightmare no matter what. But it was just brought to my attention. It was something that we hadn't considered before, so I thought it was at least worth discussing. Maybe infrastructure can look at it.
Yeah. Would you have to do a traffic study on that, or?
I don't know, we're probably gonna have to talk to the state also. I mean, it's our road, so we can do what we want, but we'll have to make sure.
It seemed like it'd be a lot quicker to to ease that traffic coming out of the school. take a right turn only.
Right turn and then immediately left and take Canal out, and turn at the library. I don't know. It was just a suggestion, sorry for the interruption. It just,
Good suggestion.
it sparked my just when you mentioned that, I remembered that I had parents mention that to me.
And then the other thing, both parks, were damaged, from the ice flow recently. DPW's been down there sweeping, the paths to try to get it open. The lower part is still closed and will be for a while, it's very wet, so. But that path is getting cleaned up, trees are getting picked up, but, and we didn't lose any trees, I don't believe, just branches and debris.
Just carry in.
And the fence over here got beat up pretty bad, but, yeah.
With a footbridge, how far did it come from the footbridge?
Inches.
About 8 inches.
So I don't know.
You want to take pictures? I got pictures of it.
It was close.
We were cruising town at 10 o'clock, just double checking everything.
We did all of our
Ay, ay,
swim
ay.
practice that night. We came down after swim practice to look. I'm like, that touching the bridge?
It was very close.
Well, I had to call Tommy on that ice thing because we had kids inside the place gate with the ice shifting.
Oh, yeah.
Next time, call the police.
I think they was busy
Suffers
at that time.
farmer's field by Oakland. You seen that?
No, you get wiped out.
Ooh, it's not good. The river's made a new path through his field. Nope. It's not good.
That's it for you. Okay. Next up, marijuana session ordinances. Does anybody have anything regarding those?
Rod and I going over some stuff for, odor mitigation. He gave me some stuff today that I'll go over.
Cool.
Still working on it, so.
I'd still like to take a tour of some of them when they, only during harvest season. I want to see it at its worst.
Yeah.
Alright.
Motion to adjourn.
Support. Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.
So how's the funding for the event?
Hopefully we got enough for $10.5 million right now.
Are they? Because it should be just about done.